Hello everyone, this is Priyanka and welcome to this video. I'm going to show you how you can play C minor but in three different styles. So three different versions of C minor. First, I will start with the most difficult, most challenging one, which is the bar version. Okay. Second will be the intermediate level. Okay. If you're not comfortable with bar one, then you can try the intermediate level. But still, if you're not comfortable with both these versions, then I also have the last version, which is the beginner friendly. Okay, that is the easy version. So three versions of C minor I'm going to show you. But before I start, let me tell you a couple of things. First of all, always keep your guitar on the standard tuning. It is really important. From now onwards, this video is going to have chord boxes here, chord diagrams here. And if you have no idea how to read chord diagrams, then I have made a video on that. You can go watch it. The link is in the description. Another thing is that sometimes when you are reading, when you are looking at the chord diagram boxes, the square boxes, usually on the upper or the lower side here, usually the names of the strings are written. But sometimes there are different letters are written there instead of the string's name, so it can be confusing. So those those letters are not exactly the string's name. They are the name of the notes that you are holding on the fretboard. Okay, how to read notes on any string? You can see that in the first part of the video series I did on major and minor chord difference. Okay, the link is again in the description. Okay, so I really need to tell you all of this before I get down to teach you the first version of C minor. It is essential to put out the important information first, right? So let's begin with the first version of C minor, which is the bar version. Okay, all three versions of C minor, we are going to have them on the 3rd fret. Okay, this is C minor bar version. In this version, make sure you do not touch this 6th string, the low E string. It is clear in the box here. Okay, so how you will play this? First of all, you will put your second finger on B string 4th fret, third finger on D string 5th fret, and 4th finger on G string 5th fret, and then strum here. Make sure each string is sounding nicely. I am telling you this version in by splitting it in two parts. First part is this. Okay, and then you put your first finger on the entire 3rd fret. Make sure you do not touch this string, 6th one. Sorry. This is how you play C minor. Even buzzing sound is coming. Let me do it again. Yes, sometimes it happens. If the buzzing or mute sound is coming, it means that your finger is not on the correct position or on the string. So you can adjust your fingers. Okay, and whenever you are playing any bar chord, make sure you put your index as close to the fret, as close as possible to this metal bar here, but not exactly over the metal bar, just close enough, okay, to get the proper sound. Now, no muting sound, no buzzing. So this was the first version of C minor. Okay, so for many people, maybe this bar structure is not comfortable. They're not comfortable with this. So let's learn the second one, the second style of playing C minor, which actually involves less number of strings, and it is an open structure. Okay, so how you are going to play? It's easy, don't worry. The same, you will put your 2nd, 3rd and 4th fingers on the same position. Second finger on B string 4th fret, third finger on D string 5th fret, and 4th finger on G string 5th fret. Okay, this is the same, but instead of putting the entire finger, first finger on this fret, you will only press the high E string, the first string on 3rd fret. and then you strum. In this, make sure you do not play the upper strings here, okay? When I was telling you the bar version, my thumb went automatically behind the fretboard, the neck here, okay? But now that we are playing the open structure, it is very natural for the thumb to come up over the neck, okay? And it is natural. While playing bar chords, it's alright if your thumb goes back. But make sure whenever you are playing any open chord, make sure your thumb is here so that your palm is actually hugging the fretboard. This is actually the right way to hold fretboard, okay? So having said that, we are down with two versions of C minor. Now let's come down to the third and the final version, and which is the easiest and the beginner friendly, okay? It involves only 3 strings, 3 fingers. First, you will put your first finger on first string on 3rd fret, E string, second finger on B string 4th fret, and third finger on G string 5th fret. Make sure you do not play the upper 2 strings, 5th and 6th strings. The 4th finger won't come into play, the pinky finger. It was fun playing major chords. They sound happy and they make you feel happy. Anyway, so these were the 3 versions of C minor. Let's recap. Alright, it is always good to revise what you have learned. So first was the bar version. Okay. Second was the open structure. Okay, second was the open structure. It is the intermediate level version if you're not comfortable with the bar one. And third and the last was the easiest and the beginner friendly. 3 strings, 3 fingers, and that's it. Okay. Make sure that in the chord diagram that you have been seeing here, make sure if any string has a cross mark up there, okay, make sure you won't play that string. Okay, it is really important to take a note of that. Having said that, so 3 versions we have learned. All 3 versions are here actually on the 3rd fret, and C minor is actually a rather easier chord to play, to master. We need just a little bit of practice because it needs some strength in your fingers and your palm. Next will be naturally on D minor. I will tell you 3 or 4 versions of playing D minor, and that is going to be fun. D minor is actually one of my favorite chords to play. Okay, so thank you for staying put. I'll see you in the next.